You might not know this, but I never planned to show my face on this channel. It's a fun fact for you. I was very afraid of doxing and stalking, and I still am, so... yeah, I don't know who wouldn't be. But yeah, in the beginning, I planned to be a VTuber. Or just faceless, but yeah, mainly a VTuber. I was like, yeah, VTuber sounds cool. I can't exactly tell you when I became interested in the VTuber side of content creation, but I did, and I am. And I might still do this, so you can't have my ideas that I'm gonna share with you, okay? Alright, deal. My plan started on a piece of paper that I don't have anymore. I don't know where it went, but it's not in my possession. It's somewhere out there. Probably all broken and crumpled up and in a landfill or something. I don't know. Who cares? It's out of my hands. But the rest of it, I do have. I do have access to the rest of my plans and creation of my little avatar guy, at least the base drawing idea thing. And it actually goes across pages and pages of one of these tiny little notebooks that I would keep in my pocket. I started to keep a notebook in my pocket at all times because I know myself well as someone who forgets things very easily, so it was helpful, and it helped me draw out and write out my ideas. I decided that I wanted to be a somewhat unconventional VTuber. You see, most VTubers like to have an avatar that looks like a person, most of the time with animal features, but you can definitely see that it's supposed to be a person, so you connect to it. I wanted to be an animated suit of armor, or someone in a suit of armor. And I put a lot of thought into how the armor would look and what type of helmet would be the best to kind of show more rounded out features. I mean, you're in a suit of armor, but you're supposed to be like a bit roundish to be friendly. Round means friendly in drawing, obviously. People know that. And when you're more angular, that means you're like harder to approach or something. Yeah, it's a whole freaking artistic thing people know about. There's also different things I had to think about once I decided, oh yeah, a suit of armor would be cool. Like, how exactly would I get the tracking to recognize the angles, the different angles which is going? Like, oh, how do I keep the visor in the visor space while also going up and down? I know nothing of tracking, but I think I got a fair understanding of it, at least enough to create the base model with the different layers that I would eventually try to rig. There was also the problem of how does a suit of armor show emotion the best? Obviously you have the eyes, like the nice light eyes that I was going to have, the orbs of light, but how else would you show the emotion? And I decided that it would be through color. I would show the emotions through changing the color of the suit of armor, if only slightly. That was actually inspired by Spider-Punk from the Spider-Verse movie. I watched it around that time, and I was like, that's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. I'll do it. On top of all the different planning I did for just the model, I have pages and pages of ideas and videos I could make, and how it would be best to make a joke, and if I wanted to do a persona for the avatar, the model, how I would do it, and what the lore could be. I delved into like a little bit. Oh, what could it possibly be? Well, it kind of be like this. I don't know. Maybe. There's actually a ton there. There's like actually so much. I did a lot of planning, and then I didn't stick to any of it because when I got to the rigging stage, I figured out that I'm too stupid to do that. Not only that, but I figured out around that time that the type of content that I wanted to do didn't really lend itself to a VTuber model, unfortunately. See, I could have made it, but it would have been more like me in a mask rather than me under a model. So it was like, okay, well, this was nice, and maybe I'll try it later. Maybe even on another channel I'll try it. Or I don't know. I don't know now. I've revealed my secret. But it was just kind of like, all right, well, set it aside and I'll start making the content I want to. So that's how it was. And the first video I showed my face in was making Shellman's Big Bang Bazinga Bing Bong Burger. I know. What a great video to start out showing your face on. You might look at my channel and be like, well, you posted like 2 videos before that or something like that. I don't really know how many videos I posted before that off the top of my head. But I was actually like live streaming to a different channel. That's where I got all the footage for the Minecraft Saturn SMP review I made and the Streamer Life Simulator review that I made. Review in quotation marks because I'm not good at it and I don't have the perspective needed to review something. I'm just telling you so you know this isn't like a little story, it's like a medium-sized story. It wasn't for a couple of videos I wanted to be a VTuber and then I decided, oh, maybe not the best and maybe I can't pull it off. It was actually for a fair amount of streams, like I don't know how many, but a fair amount. And then a couple of videos. I was like, I want to be a VTuber. And then I decided, well, maybe not the best idea. Maybe I can't pull it off and I don't think I'm smart enough to do it. But again, I might. So don't take my ideas that I shared with you. That's confidential. You can't share it with anybody. It's a top secret freaking crooked rat file. Not government, crooked rat file. That's even more secret. So yeah. But yeah, that's it. I thought I wanted to share that because I've also shared little fun facts in different videos, like, oh, at one point I thought I was gonna do food challenges whenever I made a YouTube channel. And hey, at this point in my life, I had a web comic that I published to fairly frequently. It's just it's kind of fun. It's kind of a fun fact that I thought I'd share. So that's it. There's no other point to this video. All right, well, see ya. Goodbye.